Hey guys, I'm Andrew Lewis, your local Temecula Valley realtor, and this channel is dedicated to all things living in the Temecula Valley. From new construction tours to neighborhood spotlights to new things coming here to the valley, I want you and your family to know exactly what it's like living here before you make the move. Let's get to today's video. So maybe you've decided that you want to call the Temecula Valley home, and the next question is, which neighborhood should you choose? That's exactly what we're here to discover today in our Neighborhood Spotlight series. I'm here to show off Sommers Bend in Temecula, California. I can't wait to show it to you. Let's dive in. So let's start by talking about the pros to living inside of this community. Number one, as you can see behind me, a ton of amenities here inside of this community. You've got a sports park, a community pool, clubhouse, walking trails, acres of preserved land. It's a really great place if you enjoy the outdoors. Outside of that, you are super close, as I mentioned earlier, to the winery. So if you enjoy that outdoor lifestyle and an opportunity to go out to a nice restaurant, have a glass of wine, this is the place for you. Now, some things that you might want to be aware of before you move here, maybe some cons you might say. Number one, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, it's pretty far from the freeway. It could take you 15 to 20 minutes on any given day just to get to the freeway to get where you're headed to go. Now, outside of that, this is also in a mid-range tax area, which we'll discuss here in just a moment, but it's gonna cost you just a little bit more in your monthly payment just due to property taxes. Now, let's talk about price range. What could you expect to pay when you move here to Sommers Bend? One of the cool things about this community is it's super diverse. So we have a price range here from $500,000, could be a condo starter home type, all the way up to $1.5 million. And we even have some homes that are upwards of $2 million with Shawwood's new community here inside of Sommers Bend. Next, let's touch on the size of homes. Here inside the community, as I mentioned, it's super diverse. You could have your starter home all the way up to your mega mansion feel here. So you've got 1,400 square feet on the small end, all the way up to a 4,000 square foot home. So this is absolutely a community that if you really loved it here, you could buy your starter home here, move up, and even retire within the community. So if you have little ones when you're moving here to the area, you might be curious about what schools would be assigned to you here in Sommers Bend. If you've got someone in elementary school, they will be going to Rancho Elementary School, which is rated a 7 out of 10 on the greatschools.org chart. If they're going to middle school, they'll be going to Margarita Middle School, which is rated a 5 out of 10 with greatschools.org. And last but not least, your high school would be Temecula Valley High School, which is one of the higher ranked schools here in the area, 9 out of 10 on greatschools.org. So now let's get into the nitty-gritty as far as what it might cost you outside of price-wise to live here. This is where we're going to talk about property taxes and HOA. When it comes to your property taxes, I mentioned this is a mid-range property tax community, meaning that you would pay anywhere from 1.4 to 1.5% on an annual basis for those property taxes. Now that's mid-range for here in Temecula. You could have as low as 1.1 in certain communities and as high as 2.3% or so. So I'm gonna call that mid-range, so you can expect that to be right in the middle of where you would be for property taxes. Now for HOA, what you'll be paying for all of these great amenities that you get here inside the community, if you live in Esplanade, which is the 55 plus version of the community here in Sommers Bend, you're gonna pay a little bit extra for some additional amenities that come with that. That is $350 per month. If you live inside of any of the other areas within Sommers Bend, then you're looking at about $220 per month for the HOA. Again, it may seem like a lot compared to some of the other HOAs, but all that this community has to offer, in my opinion, is well worth it. So what's my overall take on this neighborhood? You've got a ton of amenities, a lot to do. Sports park, clubhouse, pools, walking trails, everything that you could want to do. There's a blueberry farm directly across the street from here. You've got wineries just 5 minutes from here. You've got plenty to do if you're looking for outdoor sort of activities here within the community. Now it's also super diverse. So this community, again, you can start with a starter home at 1,400 square feet and move up to the larger homes in 4,000 square feet. You can spend from 500,000 up to 1.5, close to 2 million for some of the larger homes here in the area. And so it's a really great community that is mixed with brand new first-time home buyers all the way up to retirees, and all the amenities support just about anything that anyone is looking for here. Now, if my only dig here on the community is number one, the tax rate a little bit higher, especially if you're pushing up into that $1 million price point, that's gonna be $14,000 to $15,000 per year in your property taxes. And outside of that, it is a little bit far from the freeway. So if you are a commuter, it's going to take you some time just to get to the freeway before you actually sit in some Southern California traffic to commute down to San Diego or up into Orange County or Riverside. So that's it for our breakdown on the Sommers Bend community here inside of Temecula. It is secretly, or maybe not so secretly now, one of my favorite communities here. It's brand new, it feels clean and great with a lot to do. I hope you enjoyed today's content. If you'd like any additional details about moving here to Sommers Bend, Temecula, the Temecula Valley in general, feel free to give my team a call. You can shoot us a text, you can send us an email, or even use the link below to schedule a one-on-one Zoom call. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll see you next time.